Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. We're about to decode a filing that shows a bank is getting ready to chat with fancy investors maybe to get a little more cash, or at least make them feel good about their money. Today we're diving into an 8K filing from Independent Bank Corporation, or IBCP as you might see them traded. It's not a full financial report, but it tells us exactly what the company is up to behind the scenes. Think of it as a quick update on what they're going to say to the important people. First off, the basics. This is a current report, meaning something important just happened or is about to happen. It's filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission, the folks who make sure companies play by the rules. The report is dated July 28th, 2025. This is the official date of the announcement. This is about Independent Bank Corporation, a company incorporated in Michigan. They are incorporated in Michigan and have a commission file number and an IRS employer identification number, which are like their official IDs for doing business and dealing with taxes. Their main office is in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And their phone number, though, we won't be calling them directly for this analysis. The big news here is that Independent Bank trades on the NASDAQ Global Select Market under the ticker symbol IBCP. This means their stock is available for anyone to buy or sell on a major stock exchange. Now onto the meat of the report, its purpose. This section, Regulation FD Disclosure, tells us the company is sharing important information with investors in a way that everyone can access it at the same time. This is to prevent some investors from getting information before others, which wouldn't be fair. So, what's happening? The big bosses, the CEO William B. Kessel, the Chief Financial Officer Gavin A. Moore, and another key executive Joel Rahn are going to a special conference called the KBW Community Bank Investor Conference. They're meeting with big money customers like pension funds and investment firms and investment firms and investment firms and investment firms and financial analysts who follow banks. They're going to talk about the company's game plan, their strategies, and how they've been doing financially lately. This meeting is happening on July 29, 2025, the day right after this report. And here's how they're making sure everyone gets the same story. They've prepared a special presentation for these meetings and they've put it on their website. So if you're curious, you can go check it out yourself. This is a good sign for transparency. They also remind everyone that they will share important news through official SEC filings and press releases. But they're also saying that their website's investor section can be used to share important information too. This means you really need to keep an eye on both their official filings and their website to get the full picture. Sometimes what they post on their website could be considered really important news. This part is a bit legalistic. It means that this presentation they're sharing is for information purposes. It's not officially being filed with the SEC in the same way a financial report is. Essentially, they're giving it to you, but they're not taking on as much legal stickiness for the information in it compared to their formal SEC filings. It's a way to share information in it compared to their formal SEC filings. It's a way to share information without it becoming part of a permanent, highly regulated public record in the same way. Finally, we get to the exhibits. This is where they tell us what documents are attached to this report. The most important exhibit is Exhibit 99-1, which is the investor presentation itself. As we discussed, this is what they're using to talk to investors. Then there's the cover page interactive data file. This is a technical file that helps computers understand the information on the first page of the report, making the data more accessible for analysis. And here's the signature. Gavin A. Moore, the Chief Financial Officer, has signed off on this report, confirming that he's authorized to do so and that the information is accurate to the best of his knowledge. So what's the story here? Independent Bank Corporation is preparing for a crucial meeting with investors. They're going to a conference to showcase their business strategy and financial health. This filing is essentially a heads up that they're providing their investor presentation for public access. It signals that they're actively engaging with the investment community, likely to either build confidence for current shareholders or perhaps to pave the way for future fundraising or strategic initiatives. They are being upfront about their intention to communicate through their website as well, which is good for us trying to keep track of things. Now, this filing doesn't contain the actual financial numbers in detail, but it points us towards the source, the investor presentation. However, based on the information here and knowing this is a current report about upcoming investor meetings, we can infer a few things. The fact that they are presenting at the KBW Community Bank Investor Conference suggests they believe they have something positive or at least strategic to discuss. Companies typically don't go to these events unless they feel confident in their story or they have a specific need to communicate with a particular audience, like bringing in new investment or explaining a new strategy. Looking at Independent Bank Corporation generally, they are a regional bank. Their success will depend on factors like interest rate environments, loan growth, deposit stability, and their ability to manage operational costs. Without seeing the presentation itself, we can only guess at the specific details they'll highlight, but it will likely focus on areas like loan portfolio, quality, net interest margin, efficiency ratios, and capital adequacy. For us as analysts of corporate information, this type of filing is a signal. It tells us to be on the lookout for that investor presentation. It might contain the very numbers and insights we often look for in this channel. Is their loan growth accelerating or slowing down? How are their deposits performing? Are they managing expenses well? These are the questions the presentation will hopefully answer, and we'll need to see those numbers to get a real feel for the company's direction. In conclusion, Independent Bank Corporation is strategically preparing to engage with investors, signaling a proactive approach to managing its public image and financial narrative. While this filing itself is more about process than raw data, it's a clear indicator that we should pay attention to their upcoming communications, especially the investor presentation. What's your take on this proactive investor engagement? Do you think this means good things are coming for IBCP? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe for more corporate deconstructions, and don't forget to join our Discord community. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next Corporate Decode.